In this video, I'm going to be talking about the self-hypnosis videos that I have created and posted on this channel. What each one is dealing with and how to progress through them and what you're to accomplish in each one of them.
Greetings! This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
Greetings everyone. I want to share a little overview of what the self-hypnosis videos are on this channel. I have created 3 of them, and you need to go through them in the order that they are given. All of these self-hypnosis videos should be performed in a room that is silent, dim, with no distractions, no cell phones on, no animals in the room, so you completely relax and give your attention to the self-hypnosis session. The first one is entering the silence, your secret garden. You need to know how to enter the silence before you advance to the other 2 videos. Entering the silence is going to take you into a place where your deepest subconscious, and you are going to be visualizing a garden, and you are going to be reclining and resting in that garden. And the test to see if you have achieved that silent state will be an eye test. You will be told to count to 3. At the end of 3, your eyes will become tightly closed. And this will be a test to determine whether you have successfully entered the silence. If you cannot open your eyes at the end of the count of 3, then you have successfully entered the silence. Then you release your eyelids so that they can open, and they will open. This is a preparation for you to understand what entering the silence is. It's an overriding of your conscious state. You are delving into your subconscious, and you are dealing with the deepest issues. You are reprogramming your mind, your emotions, and your state of being. And you are deprogramming programs that do not operate well for you, or are matrix programs that affect your beliefs, which are very powerful. Once you have mastered the entering the silence, which you can benefit from entering at any point in time, anytime there's a stressful situation, I suggest that you enter the silence. You can do it on a bus in a busy city. If you're having panic attacks, that's a perfect time to go into the silence. And it's an easy way to enter the silence after you have programmed yourself that you can simply think to yourself 3 words, and you will be in the silence and in control of those out of control emotions. Number 2 is removing the sin and karma programming. I will tell you, to remove the sin and karma programming, you must go through a process of forgiveness. First, you will enter the silence. You will go into total relaxation in that video. You will enter the silence. This is why it's important for you to have already gone through the first video, that you can enter the silence in the second video. Then we will be talking about people who have offended and hurt you in extreme ways. The first person that comes to mind, you will be asked to name out loud. This person, and your lack of forgiveness towards this person has held you hostage all this time. You will be required and asked to forgive this person, but not just forgive them. You have to realize that they did not realize what they were doing, and they did not have the knowledge that you have. And so it makes it easy for you to forgive them, because they did what they did without knowledge. This frees you and frees your subconscious to then get rid of all sin and karma programming. Sin and karma do not exist unless you believe it exists. It is your belief that makes it so. Now, what happens if you don't forgive and you believe in sin and karma? Your subconscious says, well, you sinned or you did something terrible, so therefore your subconscious, which controls your motor reflexes and controls so much of what you do and you do not realize, will cause an accident to happen, getting sick, all of these things. The sin and karma programming, it's your subconscious doing all of these things to and against you. because you believe in sin and karma.
I'm going to insert here that living with unforgiveness prevents you from living in the now, because that event happened in the past. It's not happening now. If you have unforgiveness, I know it's hard for you to wrap your mind around this concept because it feels very real. But that is this matrix. It's part of the game, and you have to overcome it. It is the programming. It feels very real. That's part of the experience. You cannot trust your feelings and emotions in this game. They are part of this matrix experience. You need your connection to your infinite source self to navigate this matrix and see it for what it is, to be set free. You must live in the now, right now, where you're at. Is that event happening? No, it's not. It is a memory, and memories within this matrix are not what you think they are. You must forgive and move out of it. It's like unforgiveness is a poison that you drink and you take, and you expect that other person to suffer for it. And the only person who ever suffers for it is you. It is a poison. It keeps you from living in the now, and it keeps you from your connection with your infinite source self. You can have a small thread of a connection. You always have that because you have a soul. It's who you are. But when you remove all the blockages of unforgiveness and the past and you live in the now, you have a huge pipeline. The connection is then unblocked from being just a trickle connection to a flood connection to your infinite source self. This is how important this is. Let go of the past and live in the now. Get rid of that sin and karma programming. It does not benefit you.
You need to remove that sin and karma program from your subconscious and reprogram it that there is no such thing, because there is not unless you believe it to be so. The third one is connecting with your infinite source self. Now, to connect successfully with your infinite source self, you must have done the forgiveness and you must have gotten rid of your sin and karma programming for a strong connection to be made. The third self-hypnosis session is for connecting to your infinite source self. Do not do it until you have successfully completed the first and second videos on self-hypnosis. Then progress to the connecting with your infinite source self. Connecting with your infinite source self is so very, very important, and it will give you the connection that you need to have a knowing and to get infinite source truth, not to be deceived by the matrix. And it is your key to escaping the matrix. Progress through them one at a time until you've successfully completed each one. Then continue to raise your frequency to a higher frequency rate, to a higher vibration, and be the powerful creator that you are. Don't skip over them. There are some of the most powerful teachings that I've put here on this channel, and you're missing out on so very, very much. Connect to your infinite source self so you can have a better life, raise your frequency, you can be the powerful creator that you are, and escape this matrix if you choose to. You can do this. I know you can. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. If you found this life-changing, please consider giving a contribution and consider supporting monthly or giving a single gift via PayPal. Links are in the description box below. And be sure to check out these links for guided self-hypnosis meditations.
You will not escape this matrix unless you have a good source self connection, and you will not have access to infinite source wisdom, truth, and knowledge. So, those are the tools to deal with your inner programming so that you can set yourself free from the matrix. Progress through them and enjoy the freedom that they offer to you and that you will experience as a result of working through them. You can escape the matrix. I know that you can.
abundance, health, and prosperity to you.